Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
All right. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. All right, dito naman tayo sa Rizal Province to see what were the effects and what is the present situation. And then siguro we can also spend a little time ways forward, long-term solution, because naiba talaga ito. Lahat ng makita ko, that's the conclusion I keep arriving at. This is different from anything we ever had to deal with before. That's why we have to come up with new ways to mitigate what is essentially a much harder problem than it was before. Anyway, to get on with the pag-usapan natin afterwards. Yes, Governor, if you will provide us with the updates from the provincial government. Yes.
Mr. President, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. President, and good morning to everyone who's here with us. First, I'd like to welcome you to the province of Rizal. And second, I'd like to thank you for giving us attention and your time as we go through the Typhoon Corina. And Mr. President, out of the 14 towns, we have 3 towns here in Rizal that have been badly hit. Namely, here in San Mateo, here's the slide. Here in San Mateo, we have 27 evacuation centers with 3,031 evacuees. These are families, 3,031 families. In Montalban, we have 27 evacuation centers with 3,170 family evacuees. Cainta with 19 evacuation centers and 2,213 families. Tanay with 9 evacuation centers and 215 families. Mr. President, San Mateo and Montalban is near the Marikina River. We are affected by the activities of Marikina River. And Cainta is where the floodway is located as well, thus giving us flood problems in these areas. We have 8 injured, 1 missing, and 2 dead during this typhoon. We also have a problem in Tanay, Mr. President. Santa Ines is nasa taas po siya ang Santa Ines. For how many days already, hindi na sila makakuha ng food, wala nang maitindang pagkain doon ang mga barangay. We have been trying to every day. In fact, today, nag-attempt pa rin kaming akyatin.
What's the problem?
They're not karsada po May mga roads na nasira sa Tanay.
Nasira talaga yung daan?
Opo, yung daan. So they were saying that parang aerial po ang tinitingnan nila. However,
how many are there isolated now in Santa Ines?
To be exact, Mayor Lito Tanhuatco is here. Mayor, how many
Mayor,
exactly?
Ilan na yung gandang tanghali?
Santa Ines po, 3,000 ang families po doon at inuwan po nasa mga 700 po. At po siya karsada po namin doon na anong na-river po Kaya meron pong ginawa karsada sa sidecar ng mundo po. Nag-last tayo naman po. Karsada lang. Kaya yung mga natin, 6 Monday po, wala na pong biyahe na para po mag-deliver po na pagkain po ng mga
Pagka ganun karami, yung airdrop, kulang yun. If you're talking about 3,000 families, kailangan ayusin yung daan. Kahit for now lang. Oo. Kailangan truck ang papasok na relief goods, hindi pwedeng sa heli, hindi
Yes.
kakayanin yan. Ilan ang, how much can a Black Hawk carry?
And the longer it takes po, the more needs they have, the more goods we need to bring.
All of the things that we always bring. Yeah, medicines,
Nadadagdagan na
tubig. Well, I'm sure meron silang malinis na tubig. Basta all of those things, and then medicines, and then eventually, but there's no way to do it except to find a way to maging possible. Kahit na, hindi naman umuulan pa, kahit na, kahit na muna hindi sementuhin. Di ba?
Miski makeshift.
Madaanan lang.
Opo. Oho.
Pero wag nating iiwan ng ganun. Kailangan at some point mabalikan namin para ayusin talaga.
If it's okay po na may airdrop sana, pang temporary solution lang.
How many, like for example, food packs do you need?
Where's Mayor? Mayor Tanwato?
What is the lift weight of UH-60?
Sa tennis po.
How many?
Siguro bigyan mga 1.5 po muna. 1.5 muna, na food pack po.
10,000 pounds.
1.5 po.
Ah.
1,500 edition.
100, 500.
1,500 po.
Do we know how much that weighs? We never had to make that calculation before. And di bale, baka naman kakayanin more than one trip. Pag-aralan nga natin to see how we can,
But Mr. President, what I'll do is after this, I'll talk to OCD. Nandun naman sila eh.
Ayan, pala. You're in. Oh, yan.
We'll try to coordinate how to bring it.
Alam niyo pa kung ano yung may sakay.
Pa-chopper po sana, pa-chopper po na ho eh.
Hindi. Magcha-charter tayo ng
Chopper po.
Na-chopper po. Nandun na po yung food pack po natin.
Pre-position tayo.
Tama po. Preposition.
Pero kung talagang wala, matagal na, 3 araw na itong hindi na tutulong.
Every day we're
nga po.
attempting. We can't get
So it's relief goods and water.
and medicines most likely. Some
And then
medicines.
medicines ang susunod. Oo nga. No?
Madala lang po. Meron naman po kami actually prepare na. Yun lang para madala doon, hindi namin magawa.
Meron na po, naka-ready na po.
Meron ba kayong picture nung daan?
Were we
Para
able
makita
to
natin, baka
secure-
naman kaya ng mga malalaking truck.
May picture ka ba nung Tanay? Nakuha ba
Kakayanin
natin?
ba ng, Mayor, makakaya ba ng
Ayan po.
malalaking truck?
Hindi po pa kakapasok po ang
Ay,
army
hindi
truck po eh. Yan po yan.
Kahapon ito.
Kahapon pa po yan.
Ganyan pa rin ang agos.
Ganyan pa rin po. Hindi lang po taga-Tanay po yan, pati po taga-Quezon. Sapagkat sa Tanay po lahat dumadaan sila sa amin eh. Tanay Rizal.
Oo. Sabihin na lang ano.
Yeah, correct, nakakat po.
Wash out pa lang.
Dati yan, may temporary bridge po.
Yes.
Kailangan permanent bridge po.
Almost every year nasisira yun.
Dati kahoy po yan. Yung daraan sa pulan, natatakay po yung bridge. So, yung long term po dyan, talagang
Wala ba tayo mga kagaya sa military, mga pontoon bridge? Kasi ilalagay lang na gano'n na lumulutang. Pwede yung tangke doon dumaan eh. Wala pa tayong gano'n.
di ba truck ng team yan? Katay pa lang yan.
Alright, okay.
Okay, that's Tanay. But we have more problems.
Yeah, sir, please keep going.
Play it, please. Rally, please. We are now in San Mateo. Now po, Mr. President, if you will see San Mateo and even Montalban, kami po yung dalawang magkatabi na nakadikit po sa Marikina River, you won't see the water anymore. Mabilis po siyang umakyat. Ngunit mabilis po din siyang bumaba. But this is the situation nung pumasok ang tubig na sobrang bilis dito sa San Mateo. Fast forward.
Hindi ba tayo gumagamit ng beer? Yung tinatawag ng beer? It's
yes,
not a
Mr.
dam, it's a weir. It's a different thing.
Yeah, Mr. President, actually dito sa may, this is, yung flood waters po nito is coming from Sierra Madre, I understand. Sierra Madre po ito. And the plan before was actually to build the Marikina Dam. Yun po yung mag-retard building. That should defeat actually yung flood waters. But meron ako kasing naglagay sa Wawa Dam for water supply. So our plan now is to build a series of smaller dams sa ibaba ng Wawa Dam. So that itong mga flood waters na ito will be impounded.
Yung weir, kasi pagka wala namang tubig, kasi like now, sinasabi nito, wala ka nang makita tubig sa ilog. So, basta tayo maglalagay ng dam. Whereas a weir, pinapadaan niyang tubig, pero meron siyang binabagala niya yung
flow
ng pag-aralan. I don't see that here in this country, which is parang bagay na bagay sa atin.
Yeah.
It's a weir called W-E-I-R.
Yes.
Weir. Oh. Maybe it's applicable here in the Philippines. I think it might be. Because I've seen it in other places, and although the water passes, mababa yung tubig dito sa baba. Mas mataas yung tubig doon sa taas. Pero dumadaan yung tubig.
Yes, yes.
Oh, pati istad, nakakadaan.
Yes, I've seen. Mr. President, sometime this month we were together with the inauguration of Wawa Dam, and they were saying that we saw it was empty and it would take 6 months for them to fill it up. Can we show it? As of now po, with the 2 days rain, it's almost filled up. 6 months supposedly, but not in 2 days.
Just imagine kung wala yan.
Opo.
Oo, kung wala yan.
Wow.
Lunod.
Ngayon, sir,
Grabe sa
may
baba.
tubig pala ng NCR. Kung wala yung dam na yan.
When was this picture taken?
Yes.
Yesterday, yes, yesterday.
Napuno. 6 months po rin. Nakuha ka.
That's what they said, and we were there less than a month ago.
In
This
3
July.
days, ganun yung tubig.
You wait for
If without it, I feel that most likely San Mateo and Montalban would be down, and definitely Marikina and parts of Quezon City and even Pasig would be affected because of Laguna Lake. Mr. President, actually, we have submitted last year to the DPWH. We have a pending plan sa planning and services na dam reservoir, Wawa Dam Reservoir, downstream area. We submitted it po last year.
3 kilometers downstream. How big will it be?
It would,
Magkakaroon din parang reservoir dito sa San Mateo and then series of small dams data, Mr. President. This is now under consideration for financing sa Japanese government. We are arranging it, Mr. President.
All right. So at least we're going on with that. Okay. Can we see more about the effects of the flooding?
some
The heavy rain.
the- video please. Video please. There. This is naman po, Mr. President, ang area ng Cainta, Rizal, na where floodway is. Diyan din po, medyo mabigat po ang mga pagbaha. In fact, that's why I asked for our 4 mayors here that are badly hit. Cainta, Mayor Ellen Nieto, Montalban Mayor Ronnie Evangelista, and San Mateo Mayor Omi Rivera, and Tanay Mayor Tanhuatco, for just in case there are details that we need to.
All right. What's the situation now? Maybe if that's
For Cainta po. For overall. Now in general po.
Well, yes. Well, I don't know. I don't know what else. If you have more for your briefing, please go ahead.
As I've said po, the 14 towns of Rizal naman po, there are parts that are more badly affected. But the one that is, I'd also like to bring up is the effects of typhoons. It's not just this typhoon or Ondoy. Palagi po tuwing merong bagyo, pare-pareho po ang problema namin. In fact, last year, exactly 1 year ago, we also had a big tragedy that cost us several lives from Binangonan, Cardona, which is Talim Island, because the only way for the people of Talim to get to the land is via boat. In fact, the Coast Guard tells me that their problem is nagpupulis sila dahil may curfew dahil po sa alon. Yung mga teachers hindi nakakarating on time sa mainland minsan, yung mga nagtuturo, yung mga trade at yung mga estudyante dahil naiipit sila. Ito po yung tragedy that cost us 27 lives with 41 survivors. That's another problem po in our province every time there's a storm. Natatrap po ang island namin.
What happened again this time?
This time, I guess they got so scared of last year because 1 year ago, ang daming namatay. Medyo na-control po.
Ito, Talimay.
Mr. President, the distance between Binangonan and Talim Island po is only, I think, about 200 meters. It's a short distance.
Yes.
It can easily be connected with the bridge.
With the bridge?
Yes.
Mr. President, request ko kami sa ating Regional Development Council and then ni-repair sa DPWH yung bridge connecting Talim Island to Town Quarter of Cardona.
Actually, matagal na pinag-usapan yan ng Governor.
And then during the typhoon,
We were about to undertake that nung nandun pa ako sa DPWH long before, pero nag-fizzle out. So this time, I think, sabi ko nga, I think it should be easy actually to connect from the mainland Binangonan to Talim Island.
Ano sir, President, willing ang province yung makisyan.
Yeah.
Sa
Funding.
DPWH.
Yung right of way po.
What is the plan for the bridge?
It's just an ordinary reinforced concrete bridge.
Pero how is the financing? How will be
It can be done by local
Kaya
funds.
natin.
Yes, Mr. President. Excellent. Kaya ni Congressman George.
Okay, all right. So that's the Talim Island situation. Okay.
Basically that one, and of course we have approximately 17.6 million worth, partial pa lang po yan, ng agricultural damage sa province then because of this particular storm.
Well, yeah, pabalikan natin yan. Our people are still out making the assessment. But we're really assessing what are the areas that were deeply affected, and to see what happened to the farmers, and if they need, I'm sure they will need assistance. Ayan, 684 farmers, we have to identify them.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
I just like to thank you po ulit and your cabinet secretaries that you don't forget us. Just yesterday, our Department of Health was here, and even if we have, we try to be as independent na hindi ho kami maging pabigat sa national, but sometimes, of course, we truly appreciate the help, and it's very much welcome when it comes. He promised us the medicines for leptospirosis, and I think I'm very grateful for that mobile lab that the First Lady gave us. Yes, but we are being threatened by Congressman Garcia that i-impound daw niya pag hindi daw niya nakuha yung lab na yun sa probinsya. Ito tow truck daw po niya. And I'd also like to thank also Secretary Gatchalian also that hindi pa before we could even make a request, he already reached out to us. Of course, all our other secretaries have been very, very helpful to us. Thank you very much po, Mr. President.
You shouldn't be shy about asking for help from the national. That's what we're here for. So I'm happy that they're all managing to follow the procedure. All right, so I think the next report will be from the ILG.
Yes, Mr. President, Governor, magandang umaga. Of course, our congressman, mayors. Ipipresent ko lang, nasabi na po halos lahat po ni Governor, but very quickly po, next slide please. So, sa Rizal po, Cainta, San Mateo, and Rodriguez has this SB resolution as a state of calamity. Next please. Lahat po ng LCEs o local chief executives talagang gumalaw, from the governors, congressmen, mayors, barangay captains, no? At status of evacuation sa Rizal po is as of July 26, 5 a.m., 1,466 families or 6,255 individuals. Next please. Status of lifelines, Morong, not passable, closed. San Mateo, 5 po. At sa Rodriguez, yung isang bridge is not possible. Next please. Power interruptions, sa Rizal, 2, Cardona, 1, Morong, 1 po. Ang walang kuryente. Flooded areas, nakalista po lahat dito.
As of 5 a.m. Okay.
Yes sir. Yes sir. As of 6 a.m. July 26 po yung power interruptions, Mr. President. Yes. Sa flooded area naman po, July 26, 6 a.m., nakalagay po rito lahat. Ang Angono, Kalayaang Poblasyon, Cainta, San Juan, Baras, Santiago, Pinugay, Cardona, Kalahan, Morong, San Juan, Pililla, Imatong, Antipolo, Kupang, Mayamot, San Jose, Rodriguez, Burgos, San Jose, San Isidro, Manggahan, San Mateo, marami po, Ampid, Santa Ana, Ampid 1, Ginayang, Mali, Malanday, Ginyang Bayan, Taytay, San Juan, Santa Ana, San Isidro, Dolores, Muzon. Status of dams po, napakita po yung picture ng Upper Wawa kanina, no? It's normal level. Ang Kaliwa Dam is now ongoing construction, Mr. President. So wala po ni-release ng tubig, normal water level po. Casualties, sa San Mateo po, may isang namatay noong July 24 at sa Rodriguez, 2 po noong July 24. No? Missing, isa po sa Cainta noong July 23 at isa po sa San Mateo noong July 24. Ito po yung mga identified hard-hit areas. Sinabi po kanina ni Governor, San Mateo, Montalban, Cainta, and Tanay. And aside from this, we have gathered also that Rodriguez had 3,227 families or 13,000 individuals. Sinama na rin po namin yung Taytay, Morong, and Angono. Just some pictures. Ito lang ho, very quickly, Mr. President. This is Cainta, no? At the height of the flood. Angono, next. Ito po yung sa Angono, 4A, next. Angono, Rodriguez, ganyan din po ang nangyari. Next. Rodriguez sa Spillway, Puray, Rizal, others. Ganyan po. Ito rin po sa Rodriguez, Rizal, San Isidro. Next. Morong. Ito po nangyari sa Morong. May mga putik po, Mr. President. Next. San Guillermo, Rizal. Next. Ito rin po sa Morong, halos talagang puro tubig na rin. Next. Morong, San Pedro. Next. San Mateo. Ito po ang mga flooded areas na San Mateo. Next. Okay, ang mga sitwasyon sa Taytay. Ito po sa Taytay. At ito naman po ang ginawa ng ating mga mayors, mga governor, no, all officials. Sa Cainta, yung conducted search and relief, no, mga goods at search and rescue sila. Actually, lahat naman nag-relief, no. Halos ganito po ginawa nila. This is Cainta, Mr. President. This is Angono. Next. This is Rodriguez, no. Talagang maski umaulan, lahat nasa baba po. This is maski na umulan, mayroon pang ginagawa ang engineering office. Next. Sa Morong. Sa Rizal, ganun din. Nakikita nyo ho, talagang nag-force evacuation na ho dito sa San Mateo, no, at sa ibang lugar. Talagang pinilit na po nila yung mga nakatira sa loob. Next. This is also Taytay. Next. Rizal Antipolo. Rizal Baras. Next. Rizal Binangonan. Next. Pililla po, ito naging problema pa yung mga water hyacinth, mga water lily, no? Kaya tinanggal pa rin dahil bumabara po, Mr. President, no? Itong mga water hyacinth. Next. Okay, yun lang po, Mr. President. Thank you.
Okay, so That was, yung mga kuha na yan, kahapon yan. Ano bang kahapon?
Kahapon
Ngayon
yan.
wala na, may tubig pa sa mga lugar na yan.
Wala na po halos tubig. Pero yung damage nila kasi nga po ang lubog hanggang bubong. So naiwan, they cannot go back to their normal lives yet.
Clearly not. No. I'm asking about the water para to see if pwede na tayong what part of the relief and rehabilitation operation are we in. So I'm always worried about may nakakalimutan yung isolated area. So yung kaisa-isang barangay na nasa taas. So we'll have to do something about that to see. Ganun pala yun, mahirap ayusin yun para matatawarin yung ganun pa rin kataas ang tubig ngayon hanggang ngayon. Yung kagaya sa video.
Hanggang ngayon po, ganun pa rin po.
Ganyan pa rin ang itsura. Pati Agus, ganyan din.
Hindi po.
Hindi na gano'ng malakas.
Malakas pa rin po ngayon at malayo po pinanggagalingan po ng tubig po noon eh.
Oo, galing pa sa taas yan eh.
Opo.
Paano natin how do we siguro we'll have to find Jimmy, baka we'll just have to resort to using boats. I don't know what we can do on the national scale, or we'll just organize the locals na silang mag-water highway muna. Oh. We have to get those supplies up to those people na 3 araw na nga na hindi napuntahan. I'm always thinking yung matatanda at yung mga bata. Silang tatamaan yan. So let's find a way to do that. I think you work together with the provincial government, no, sa DILG, and with Jimmy para makaano tayo ng paraan. I mean, Sec Manny will do everything he can as quickly as he can. Pero in those conditions, it's very hard to put something up.
Yes, sir.
And whatever it is, it might take time. These people haven't eaten for 3 days.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I'll call up DND rin, AFP, baka pwede mga helicopters for the meantime, airlift. Yes, sir.
Hanap tayo ng
Airlift. Yes, sir.
Kailangan magparating tayo ng pagkain.
Yes, sir.
Ay, pagkain, tubig. Pati na if those, do we still have those water purification systems?
Yes, sir, from MMDA, Papa.
Pero hindi ka mayakat, kailangan isakay sa helicopter.
Pa-airlift kaya po muna namin, sir.
Kaya ba?
Kaya naman siguro. Ano lang, sir, ganun lang.
Tama.
Very portable. Alam po ni Kong, he's from MMDA. He's like former GM.
Yun ang natin, para may tubig. You bring up water, but we'll have to find a way. You guys will just have to work together. Medicines also. Sected medicines also.
Yes,
basically all the usual things that we bring up pagka doon sa mga tinamaan na lugar. The problem we have all of these things. They're nakahanda. Pati yung sa inyo, naka-ready na. Paano natin ita-transport? Pataas.
Mr. President, baka suggestion ko rin yung mga elderly at saka yung mga may sakit, rather than give the medicine to them, dali na lang. Kasi nga, as you said, they're high risk there. Mahirap magdala ng pagkain, ng tubig, ng gamot.
But
sila na lang ang
3,000 families.
Hindi, yung may sakit lang.
Yun lang mga
elderly, yung mga may illness, baka meron doon mga hindi na nakakakuha ng gamot.
Air ambulance natin. Bring them to that. So yeah, we can perform some triage muna so that we can decide who needs to go immediately.
Mr. President, I suggest kung may landing area ang helicopter doon para immediate relief kagad. Pa-scout po natin.
Meron na po.
Meron yung dating pinuntahan natin.
Meron na.
Yeah. Yun po.
Ayun pala.
Oo. Yes, sir.
May nalandingan na yung aeroplano. Hindi na kailangan mag-airdrop. Pwede pa maglanding. O sige, pag-aralan natin yun para sana we can get something done today. Oo. You coordinate with DND. I'm sure they're ready na sa OCD. Kanyang pag-aralan na nga ninyo, sana meron na tayo may dala ba ngayong araw?
Wilco, sir, I will discuss this with the SND, sir, this afternoon. I'm reporting to you.
Mag-assign lang kayo ng dalawa siguro helicopter, pwede na yan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kahit pabalik-balik.
Yes, sir.
Oo.
Out of us.
Kapinpin. Kapinpin is near.
May kampo po doon. Malapit lang.
Oh, yun pala. Eh kung sayang dandyan naman yung gamit, hindi lang natin maipadala eh. Both from the province, from the local, at saka sa national, nandyan, naka-ready lahat. Yun na lang, let's figure out the transportation. How do we transport all of this equipment, food, water, medicines, etc.
So we'll organize with OCD, call up DND, MMDA for the and DSWD for the food packs, and of course the medicines from DOH. And also Coast Guard.
After the deliver na yun, you can send a doctor and a nurse or whoever that we can spare for now. And if there are real emergencies, we will medevac them down. All right. Okay. Now sa relief effort, let's ask Secretary.
Mr. President, I only have one slide. So the chart refers to 12,755 goods that's already on the ground. Ibig sabihin ng release, either you're picking it up, we're in the process of delivery, or nabigay na. So that's 12,755. But we were working with the Office of Gov yesterday, where we still have a pending 4,000 that's already it's being picked up right now. So we're okay with that, Mr. President. Now itong sa Tanay, meron naman tayong goods. So I'll just work with Sec Benher kung paano namin iakyat ho doon.
I think that's the main problem that we have now, because the waters come down. We just have to rehabilitation and repair na ito. Pero may naiwang community na hindi pa naabutan. There's a whole town that we need to serve that we haven't been able to provide assistance to. So let's figure out the way. I mean, if the SND can provide the 2 helicopters, I think we'll be okay.
Yes, sir.
Sakay lang tayo na sakay hanggang tama, kompleto na.
That's all for me, Mr. President.
Okay.
It's a one-slide presentation.
Yeah, because most of your work was done previous. Nauunahan natin ngayon yung crisis. Kaya it's just a continuation. Just so I have some numbers in my head. How many people are remaining in the evacuation centers? How many will we continue to assist who are outside the evacuation center? Meron pa ba sa evacuation center?
Mr. President, you mean sa affected areas?
Yes.
Meron pa, Mr. President, especially sa Kamanava, like you saw yesterday. Doon pa rin ang may high concentration. Sa kanila, konti na lang. The one we're going to afterwards is parang 500 na... one side. Yeah. Mr. President, in total yesterday afternoon, yung number na yan sa mga 33,000 nationwide but I didn't get the report this morning. They were still collating. Ang marami sa, as you saw yesterday, sa Northern Metro Manila at saka meron pa rin sa East Metro Manila, meron pa rin sila and sa kanila.
All right, but we are able to provide them with...
Yes, Mr. President, tuloy-tuloy we've already reached 700,000 mark ng releases. So as they send more requests, we keep on giving to the LGUs.
Okay. So, Sector, the medical teams are going around checking on the evacuees?
Yes, ang nakita ko yesterday, Mr. President, when I visited one of their evacuation sites, madami talaga mga elderly at saka women. And I realized, yung sinabi ko kanina sa Quezon, yung Campolas, yung kit na binibigyan namin pagbaha. Dito, na-realize ko at inutos ko dun sa Assistant Secretary ko na bumili din kami ng mga gamot pang high blood, pang diabetes. Kasi yun ang hindi nila dala Yung chronic illnesses. Kasi pag nag-evacuate sila, walang dalang gamot. And most of them are elderly taking some form of medication. Kasi nakausap ko ibang pasyente.
That's right.
So isasama ko na rin yun sa may quick release funds naman.
Yeah, that's the slight problem, the hitch that we ran into. Was that I was saying, why don't we just buy all the medicines and give them out? We cannot give out medicines without a prescription, a doctor's prescription. So we have to get that. And that's why once they're in the place, I mean, it doesn't matter if the patient. I mean, I know from experience, I know exactly what I need. No, I have to see you first.
Ayun ang maganda, their local municipal health officers were also there. Sabi nga 24 hours daw sila dun sa tinanong ko 12 hours lang ba kayo? Hindi, 24 hours ang cover nila ng healthcare. So support kami. The national government will support them.
So okay, so it's ongoing, and yeah, all right. We try and we won't try and figure it out. We will figure out the problems of transporting the relief goods, medicines, water, supplies to the isolated town. Okay.
Mr. President, if I may add also po, here in San Mateo and Montalban, we have an ongoing project that's funded by Congressman Duavit and Congressman Garcia that we are hoping to address the flooding situation as well. If I may hand the...
Sir, update lang po. Meron po kami rito yung nakita nyo parang ilog kanina, pero kalsada po yun eh. We started the project na po for the first kilometer na nabigyan po tayo dyan. Ang solusyon lang po nakikita ng DPWH is para yung tubig, puro box culvert na malalaki going to Marikina River. So nasimula na po yung first 1 kilometer. Hopefully po sir, wag mabitin by next year. Ituloy na nila.
How long is it?
It's less than 5 kilometers lang po yun. Patiis Road. Yun yung parang ilog po. So pagka nagawa niyo po sir yung box culvert na malalaki doon, ang tubig sa ilalim na dadaan, hindi na po aapaw eh. Yun po yung purpose natin doon. Opo. At the same time po, yung nag-request po kami ng isang pumping station dito sa may pinakababa namin. The problem is, hindi pa po tapos yung riprap ng buong Marikina River. Kailangan po i-cover po muna natin yon. At the same time po, inano po namin ni Gov na pag riprap, sayang yung riprap po natin, lagyan na ng 2 lanes na kalsada yung taas. Kasi po, ang San Mateo po and Montalban, nasa amin po ang landfill and aggregates. So lahat po ng truck, dito po sa amin dumadaan. Ang problema, isa lang po ang kalsada namin. Kaya nag-request na rin po kami, pati yung isang bridge going to Quezon City, para lahat po ng aggregates, basura doon na po dadaan. Pending na po yung request namin sa DPWH po.
Oh, sige. Tignan natin. Yeah. All right. Ayan, iba na yan. That's already sa infrastructure development. Okay. Is there anything else that anybody would like to add? Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, Mayor Evangelista of Montalban. This has been a recurring problem sa Montalban po. Palaging binabaha. Kahit hindi bumabagyo, malakas na ulan lang, binabaha po tayo. Considering na meron na rin po tayong Upper Wawa Dam. Nabawasan yung flow, pero despite that, bumaha pa rin. So meaning, hindi pa natin na-adapt yung, kasi nasa impounding pa lang tayo sa Upper Wawa Dam. Yung bumaksak na tubig dito, mainly yung after the Wawa Dam. Now, ang hinahanap po natin, katulad po ng sabi nyo kanina, is we need a long-term solution sa pagbaha po. I would suggest na we should review yung flood mitigating projects po natin sa Montalban, in particular po sa Montalban. Because instead kasi na constrict po yung mga tubig, yung mga waterways, sumikip, and therefore kung masikip po yan, madaling tataas ang level ng tubig. So yung mga outfall ng mga subdivision na nauna na nagawa ay nagba-backflow. Instead na mag-outfall is nagba-backflow. Kaya I would suggest po na i-review, and sa another one is I think for the consideration of Seka Bonoan, we need to widen itong lahat ng waterways natin, especially itong Marikina River, no? Kasi kung puno na yung Marikina River, lahat ng mga tributaries natin wala nang babaksakan, mag-overflow. If you will notice, lahat ng nasa tabi ng mga tributaries natin, maliit man o malaki, ito yung lumulubog kadalasan. Kasi po ay wala nang madaluyan ng tubig. We need to maximize the width of the river and of course dredging para mabilis po yung baksak ng tubig. For your consideration, Mr. President.
Oo, all right. Well, ang talagang tinitingnan namin is mga collection ang impact ng tubig na para hindi na bumaba. talagang solution yan. Kasi nag-urbanize tayo, kaya nagka-problema. Yung pinuntahan ko kahapon, na Botas, saka sa Valenzuela. Yung Valenzuela, talagang iba yung problema sa Valenzuela. Nasa basin sila eh. Basta makapasok yung tubig, walang pupuntahan yun. May iwan talaga doon. Kaya magbobomba sila. Hindi sila makapagbomba dahil high tide. So kahit magbomba sila, babalik at babalik. Yun ang naging problema. Pero sinasabi ng mga iba sa ibang lugar, matagal na kaming hindi binaha dito, 15 years na. Ngayon lang kami binaha ulit after Ondoy. And the reason is, dumiliit talaga ang nag-urbanize eh. So wala nang pupuntahan yung tubig. Iisa na lang, pakaunti ng pakaunti yung pwedeng daanan ng tubig. So, yun, yung main artery, napupuno ka agad. Dahil nasara na yung mga ibang nasara na yung ibang ilog, yung mga ibang creek, mga ibang ilig, sarado na lahat. Dahil nalagyan na ng bahay, nalagyan na ng building. So, we have to really get the problem upstream. Yun ang talagang pero that's a long-term solution. In the meantime, tama, wala tayong napipilitan tayong mag-dredge. Mahal mag-dredge, pero wala tayong magagawa. Kailangan natin gawin. We have to continue to dredge. Pati yung kasi maraming nagsasuggest pati sa halimbawa sa tabi ng ilog na takasan na lang ng taasan yung dike. Sabi ko, hindi rin abutin din yun. Kasi naminipis talaga, hindi nadaanan ng tubig. Kailangan kunin yung bago pa bumaba yung tubig, malagay na natin sa collection, ma-collect na natin. Magagamit pa natin pang irrigation, pag tag-araw may tubig tayo. Yeah, that's the problem. Kaya naman kami nag-isip na mabuti kasi eto nga, this is climate change. Ito na yung climate change. Pagka naririnig mo yung climate change, tignan nyo ulit yung video ng dumadaan na ilog. Na ang lakas-lakas ng agos, na ang taas-taas ng tubig. Yan yung climate change. Tapos yung dinaanan nating 6 na buwan na walang ulan. That's climate change. That's why we have to find better solutions. Putin na muna natin yung loss and damage board. Para pwede tayo makakuha ng funding doon. All right. Oh, anything else? Sige lang. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Mr. President.
Good afternoon.
Maybe just an appeal because right now we have a project with the DPWH and I understand that it precedes me. So it's been 2 to 3 years na. It's a floodgate pumping station along going eastbound. It was shown kanina. And right now, based on our agreements, we are able to, make relocation 30% na. But somehow, the mobilization on the part of the DPWH, I think it's a bit slow. And I hope, and there's also this coordination with the National Housing Authority because the relocation takes place in Rizal, also in Baras. So our part, we are doing our part, but it's a big help if we really speed up the process for that pumping station and floodgate. It's along East Bank. It's nationally funded kasi. And I just appeal for that.
All right, the Secretary has taken note of it. All right, are we okay?
Mr. President, habol na rin po ako. Na-observe po namin itong bumilis po yung baba ng tubig because of the dike constructed sa Marikina. Sa San Mateo po, ang amin pong length of the riverbanks from the boundary ng Marikina to Montalban is only about 7 kilometers. Ang nagagawa lamang po rito is about 2 kilometers. Kung makukumpleto sana ito, I think malilesen po yung flooding kung bibilis na po. Yes, yung dike po. So, sana po. Thank you po.
Marikina, kamuntik nang nag-overflow. Ang lapit na. 0.3 meters ang natira. Kamuntik na. Kung isipin nyo kung wala yung wawa daw. Pero gulat ko na puno agad.
Dapat 6 months. Napuno.
Oo, 6 na buwan bago mapuno daw dapat.
That's 6 months.
I thought it was just a rumor until I saw the
Tapos
photo.
galing tayo doon, recently wala pang naman.
Wala, tuyong-tuyo pa. Oo. Ang baba pa sa tubig.
Wala na NCR.
Nagulat nga ako sa picture eh. Hindi ko akalain na may ganun kabilis magkakaroon.
Wala na makikita ngayon.
Oo. Naku, isipin mo.
That volume, it's so big.
Ibang klase talaga itong hinaharap natin ngayon. It's not the usual monsoon, it's not the usual typhoon. It's another animal. Ibang klase. All right, okay, everybody. All right. Okay, maraming salamat.